All right, so I'm here with Max from Corvus Belli, and we're going to talk Warcrow because we got a whole bunch of new and exciting stuff. But first, how's the convention been for you so far? I know you've been very busy, man.
I have, which is why I have no voice left.
Yes, so please excuse the gravelly voice.
Yeah.
I don't know how mine's holding up, to be honest, but it is, I guess.
The con's been fantastic, really. Yeah. We've met so many different people from everywhere that have come here super excited about Song of the Dormant.
Yeah.
The fact that we've been running the alternate reality game as well, been doing extremely well. On Discord, we had about 2,000 people join the Discord very, very quickly as soon as it opened, like in 3 days.
Very cool.
And most of them have been engaged with the game that we've been running.
Yeah.
And you'll see that later on there's cosplayer here, which is also involved in the game that we're running.
We're going to go get some footage of that, and it'll probably be what you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
So all kinds of really cool stuff going on. I've actually recently been painting up a ton of my Warcrow stuff, and I've posted some stuff on that. But I just got my hands on these new cavalry models, and they're absolutely sick. Not only are they just sick designs, but also the quality of the miniatures is really, really good. What can you tell me about those? And are we expecting more cavalry for other factions down the road? Probably. I know you probably can't tell me.
I mean, I can tell you that there absolutely is going to be cavalry for everyone.
Excellent.
There's some really interesting cavalry coming out relatively soon for our favorite red boys over there.
Okay. For the Scions. So, obviously, the hot new jam, Song of the Dormant, it's basically, I think it's launching here, right? This is the first time people can get it. We have Feudum versus the Scions, which is very cool. Feudum, when I read through the lore book, Feudum was probably the faction I was least interested in. But then I saw the models, and I don't know what kind of crazy people you get to do the art and to do the sculpts of these models, but they are absolutely incredible.
So one of the main reasons for that is that Carlos Torres, the art director for Corvus, along with several other people in the company, are all HEMA nerds, like historical European martial arts.
Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah.
Yep. And you'll see that the actual armor has all the buckles in the right places. All the poses are historically correct poses for whatever weapon they're using. They're not doing anything absurd with it. Like, it's all designed based off of the deep nerd knowledge these guys have. So you mix that all together, you get, I think, some awesome looking units. And obviously, like, the Mace Knights specifically, I think, are hyper futuristic looking knights, which is weird. And you'll see that most of the spots where Torres said, like, we're going absolutely loyal to how things should be on the armor itself.
Right.
The place where we can go a little bit nuts is on the helmets.
So I was going to say the helmets are sick. There's a bunch of them have like little almost horror inspired. Like you have a skull on one of them. You have the see no evil on one of them. I mean, people, that's what everybody was talking about when it came out. Yeah. Some really, really cool stuff there.
The choppy peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly. Really cool stuff. I know we got a seminar, I think yesterday at the time of recording, with where Hoopu was showing off some of the new stuff that's coming. First thing was the competitive scene. So we're going to get a tournament pack, and we're going to start actually getting like some real competitive stuff going. What are we expecting to see from that?
I mean, we had our first Warcrow tournament ever at Interplanetario, official Warcrow tournament at Interplanetario, and the idea is to have a strong competitive scene going forward.
Yeah.
Now, Warcrow is in its DNA very different from Infinity.
Yeah.
So for us, it's not going to be the main focus like it has been in Infinity to go full competitive. With Warcrow, it's going to be a huge part of it is going to be locking in on narrative.
For sure. And we see that in both boxes. There's lots of narrative, campaign-style stuff.
There's going to be a lot of really interesting stuff related to global narrative stuff coming out in the future, related to Corvus Sphere. We're really going to lock in on making sure that Warcrow players from around the world can contribute ideas and help us move along the lore narrative of the game as well.
Awesome. Very cool. I love to see the feedback from the community that gets actually incorporated into what's going on in the game. So that's really exciting.
Yep.
But the other thing that we got to look at was the War Rig, which people are calling the Emberzig tag. It's the big, giant mech style thing. Render is really cool. They showed the painted version, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's
unreasonable.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And when the comparison picture with, here's an infinity tag, here's the war rank.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy. We also saw, what is it? The Rock. What's the other?
Rock Troll.
So we got a chance to look at the Rock Troll, which is the Northern Tribes tag-ish. It looks a little less like a tag, but it's the same idea. It's a big chunky boy. How do you think that's going to change the actual gameplay? Like, what are we expecting to see from them? I don't think we saw rules yet, but I'm imagining they're going to be real tough.
The Rock Troll?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. All of the Warcrow tags they're made to be large and in charge, man. They do go and bully things on the field.
Yeah.
Now, with the War Rig, you'll see that it has 0 conquest, because it was one of the only ways that they could make something so big and imposing and mean on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Not just stomp on everything.
Right.
Because, you can't just park it on an objective and leave it
and
there.
not worry about it. I mean, and it makes sense, because if you're in that thing, you're mostly worried about smashing face. You're not holding objectives. You're just hitting things. Very, very cool.
Just burninating through the place. Yeah.
Absolutely. So all kinds of exciting stuff. I know Song of the Dormant has been super popular. One thing, the big complaint, the thing that everybody's really upset about, we're a year in, we have no dwarves. Where's Mount Haven? I'm doing this for you guys because I don't like dwarves, but I know a lot of you really do. What can you tell the sad dwarf fans out there?
I can tell you, first of all, I have personally requested to be put in as an NPC as a dwarf.
Excellent.
So that should give you an idea of the timeline of the fact that we're talking about that.
Yeah.
It's something that is absolutely going to happen.
Yeah.
Not too far off.
Yeah. I know originally, I think when the game first launched, the goal was to have all the factions out by this Gen Con. Obviously, a lot of things happen. It's always difficult to do those, and the world has been a crazy place since then. So hopefully that means the ball has already been rolling, and that stuff will be coming very soon. And we can make all you troll players, or all you dwarf players happy, because you're very rabid.
Me too. Like I want the dwarves. Right now I'm a Red Caps player.
Okay.
So I just like short little mean things.
Yeah, little mean things. Yeah, perfect. I gotta say though, as far as dwarves go, the art is very cool. There's a lot of, we actually see some of the minis in the rulebook, and they look very cool. So I can't do too mad at the dwarf player.
It's also trying to get away from the very awesome, very established like dwarf aesthetic from Tolkien.
Yeah.
So they're weird dwarves.
Yeah. I mean, that's been my favorite thing about the game so far, is like you can see some inspirational touch points, but it doesn't just look like every other fantasy universe, which is my favorite thing about it.
Because then you'd have no reason to get into the game. You know?
Right. It's unique. It's so cool looking. The Scions are just like their own creepy, horrible things. I know they're Hoopu's favorite. I find them disturbing, but they are cool. So.
They are. So Hoopu has drilled it into me that the Scions are really not the bad guys.
They're not the bad guys. I know she says that. I read the book.
It's like they'll come through, and if you're just a farmer working your land, they'll leave you alone. If, you join them. Otherwise, if you don't join them, they'll leave you alone.
Just a little thing. You have to join the creepy, horrible cult of twisted elves.
That's fine. You can be here. And then they'll leave, and then the fog comes rolling in after them. So
yeah. It'll be a good time for some, not for most. Anyway, so all kinds of really cool stuff coming from Warcrow. I know the other thing, I talked to Jay from Arsenal. There's probably very soon going to be some terrain coming out, pre-colored, themed around all the different factions. So that's something I'm really excited about. What's it like working with them? I know you obviously Infinity terrain and Arsenal, it goes hand in hand. Is there anything you're looking forward to coming from them as far as the terrain goes? I know he wants to do stuff themed for all the factions, so that's awesome.
So, I mean, working with Jay and Sarah from Arsenal in general is the best. Like, they are the best.
Yeah.
Completely open about everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
Always willing to experiment. So, I expect to see some really awesome stuff coming out for them for terrain this year.
I was excited to hear that because I knew, he mentioned that he was working on stuff for Feudum, which is cool. But when he said that he also wants to do stuff for the other factions, I got really excited because I want to see what he's going to do for Northern Tribes. That's going to be some really cool stuff. The art is sick, and they always come up with really cool stuff anyway. So
yeah, and I think they're going to knock it out of the park. Yeah. In the meanwhile, while they're getting that done, we also had Dwarven Forge come in and set up our tables with us.
Very cool, yeah.
Which is, huge shout out to them.
Yeah.
Because talk to Jay. Jay's like, not going to have the terrain ready for Gen Con.
Right.
Talk to Dwarven Forge. And actually, thematically, these tables are Song of the Dormant.
Yeah.
This is the underside of the lake, spoiler alert.
Okay.
Dormant Lake. And over there, you have the top side of
cool.
Dormant Lake.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it definitely has the look and feel. And I mean, I think their terrain is primarily for RPGs, but you can absolutely use it for war games. So it makes a lot of sense.
I have it on good knowledge from them that they also want to start taking a peek into wargaming in general.
Yeah.
So
yeah, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else exciting Warcrow style that you want to share with us?
Frankly, off the top of my head, I think more than anything, stay tuned for what does happen with the releases for Feudum, because they're going to get crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
And for Scions as well. Like, we're going to make sure they're completely fleshed out within the year of the box coming out as well.
Cool.
So the idea is you start with Song of the Dormant or whatever battle pack, and then you can collect your army over the course of a year.
Yeah.
You'll have your full collection.
Well, my wallet just winced and then cried, but very exciting stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. Check out some of the Dormant and all the other fun stuff going on with Warcrow. And
I didn't realize you were doing a thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize you guys were doing something. I just love this man. I love this man. He's my soul.
we're going to get some hugs in.
I would leave my children for him.
I'm having him step in also because he's a cute comedian that is. I'm gonna get him hooked into this game as well right now. Who does D&D specific stuff?
Nice.
So yes, the
Very
whole
cool.
convention talking to people.
Yeah.
Well, that's why your voice is so busted, but I'll let you go and catch up with everybody else. Always great to talk to you. Stay tuned for more from Gen Con 2025. I want to send a huge thank you to the extremely cool kids tier on Patreon, the Steam Powered Scoundrels, Dogmatize, Spanner Rider, Tom Likely, Rob Younce, and Russets. And thanks for watching.